They said that you were a prostitute and that you... Is anyone in here?
Yeah, that's me. He says it's his car. She says it's her car.
Who was driving the car?
I was.
Okay.
I had my 2-year-old. So
Okay.
as I was looking up, you know, all I seen was the hand. So I
Okay.
wasn't really...
There's supposed to be a wagon with 2 officers coming so one can ride with you if we need to.
We'll be
The video for today is going to be a little bit different. Today's video is going to show what it's like to go on a ride-along, or a brief synopsis of all of the runs an officer saw on the day he had a ride-along. The ride-along that you're going to watch today occurred on July the 14th, 2022. I'm going to go through the run sheet and the log of dispatch runs the officer took that day and show you a very brief snip of what occurred on those runs. The videos, I think it's going to be the next 5 or 6 videos on the channel, are actually going to show the extended version of what happened on those runs. I just wanted to put out a video today to give you a little bit of an idea of the scope and scale of what an officer deals with in a single shift. And I thought this was a good opportunity. It was a very busy day. So on July 14th, 2022, the officer was first dispatched on a run at 7:48 a.m. This run was a 1016 disturbance. It was a call about a woman who was accused of being a prostitute working out of a bus stop.
How you guys doing? Are you guys waiting on the bus? Okay. That's what it looks like to me. You guys live out here, right? Someone called. They said that you were a prostitute and that you were her guy.
That's my uncle.
Yeah. Well, my wife is coming home for a ride along today, and I drove by. I was like, that is not a prostitute. And I just wanted to. The person that called didn't leave their name or information. They refused. But I'm like, come on. Like, we know what hookers look like.
Okay.
You're not a hooker.
We did not know he's gay.
I just thought it was funny. I wasn't even going to get out of the car, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go tell them because I wanted her to see your reaction.
Oh, that was funny.
You know what I mean? People call about stupid stuff out here, and I'm sorry. When's the bus coming?
Charles, and I'm good news for now, and I'll head down to...
From there, the officer was dispatched on a 7A, or open door or window. A caller called in to let the officers know that a board was missing from the back door of a vacant home. The officers responded to that home, cleared the residence, and boarded it back up as best they could. At 9:17 a.m., the officers were dispatched on another 1016, or disturbance. This one involved a horse trailer in an alley with people living in it. And a caller made an accusation that the people living in this horse trailer had been stealing from him and others in the neighborhood.
A girl out here throwing up, a little bit girl. But she looked like she was getting ready to throw up.
Is anyone in here?
Yeah, that's me.
Bam, there's 2 of you in here.
Where are you from?
Whose trailer is this? Who owns this trailer? Pat? Where's he at?
He's the one who called the landlord so he broke up and opened the door down.
It's a couple 49s. How long have you guys been living out here?
I don't.
You don't? Really? Okay. When's the last time Pat was around? Is that what you said? His name's Pat? When did you guys last see him? A couple minutes ago?
Yeah, like an hour ago.
An hour ago? Well, he needs to get all this shit out of here. This is not acceptable.
At 10 a.m., the officer responded to a 34-0, or an overdose call. On this call, it was an overdose death in a vehicle, with another person driving the victim's car. while the victim, unfortunately, was overdosing in the passenger seat.
She was taking me down to get my prescriptions, which I got. She was fine. Then when I came out of the pharmacy, she was laid over in a seat, but she was breathing. She couldn't drive.
How long ago was that?
Huh?
How long ago was that?
About 9 o'clock.
Okay.
And so I was just trying to get home to Eakin Road, and I didn't know that she had turned blue. But
At 11:14 a.m., the officer was dispatched on a 34C, or check on the well-being. The caller wanted the officer to check on their sister, who was allegedly being held against her will at a specific location. When the officer arrived at that location, he found out this was a group home, and the caller's sister was in fact not allowed to leave. At 11:55 a.m., the officer took his ride along to lunch at a local taco truck. After lunch, they were dispatched on a run at 12:43 a.m. This was dispatched as a 1044B. The call, or the caller, I should say, stated there was a man in a city park who was masturbating within view of children. The officer responded to that run. Turns out it was actually a female who was petting her dog and not doing anything inappropriate.
Hey, buddy, what you doing? You got a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friendly?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine. I've just been on the phone waiting for welfare.
Okay. Oh, it's not friendly, huh?
No.
I'm sorry. I'd love to come over and say hi.
I know, he's awesome. He's Batman. A
How
lot
long-
of the other kids know one right away.
How long have you lived here? Or how long have you had him? I'm sorry.
I've had his palm in my hand.
For a while, right? Did you used to live up near Brian Wilson in the woods up there?
No. I was there for like maybe a short period of time, and then I went over by Conjure River.
You got a spot now, or are you still out on the street?
I was down the street. I went to Texas, I came back.
152.
And then, yeah, here I am.
152.
I'm working on to get down here, like, my parents, like,
Any mileage
got
over
things,
36075.
Uh-huh.
1253.
Getting me a car, I was waiting for my brother to find me one, and then he just got it, so I just tried to get it today.
Were you living with your like brother and sister-in-law? Is that what it was, in a tent for a little while up there?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but I ended up having my own, but yeah.
82.
Yeah, I remember talking to you. I gave you some food for Thanksgiving one year.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I gave you a whole big old stack of food.
I tried to stay my...
At 1:47 p.m., the officer was dispatched on a 1010. This was a bomb threat called into a local college of nursing. When the officer cleared the scene of the bomb threat and was trying to make his way back to the substation for shift change, at 2:37 p.m., the officer was flagged down about a woman who was naked, rolling around in the middle of the street, covered in her own feces.
Thank you, God.
There's supposed to be a wagon coming.
I know that.
There's supposed to be a wagon with two officers coming, so one can ride with you if we need to.
We'll be okay. It's all right.
Oh, you got
I
an
called
engine
for
coming.
Engine, but we'll be all right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
We'll hang out till they get.
Just hanging out, just flopping
Yeah.
around out here.
Her clothes are under the car.
I copy.
So there is the rundown of all the runs taken by one officer during one shift on one day. I hope that gives you a little bit of perspective as to what some of the officers are doing in our cities. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And I hope you look forward to seeing these videos and these incidents in further detail in the coming days. I will talk to you soon.